Okay, session 40, the big 4-0. Our campaign officially enters its midlife crisis. Well, hopefully it's not midlife. I'm hoping we're near the end of this thing. But so let's see. Last time you guys were exploring more of Castle Ravenloft and wandering around, you ran into the bedroom of a young woman named Gertruda, who turned out to be her mother. You had encountered her when you first entered the village of Barovia, and she had beseeched you to look for her daughter. So you found her, but she didn't seem all that keen on going anywhere. She was under the impression that Strahd was this really nice gentleman who treated her very well, and nothing you could say seemed to disabuse her of that notion. So you said, "All right, whatever." uh, you said you did.
Sweetness and light.
Yeah. I think you did make a very strong recommendation that she get the hell out of there, but she didn't seem too keen to do it. So you're like, okay. But while you were resting in her chamber, another denizen of the castle showed up, a vampire spawn named Escher, who he was unlike most of the other spawn you guys have run into. He didn't seem openly hostile. He actually proposed to help you guys if you could effect some regime change and get him out from under Strahd's boot heel. So while he couldn't challenge Strahd directly, he could at least help out by he offered to engage in some misdirection, keeping Strahd busy while you guys made your way down to the catacombs, where he confirmed that Strahd's coffin at least was down there, along with multiple other tombs, including those of his mother and father, his brother, and there's dozens and dozens of other tombs, traps, creatures, undead, bats, all sorts of nasties down there. So he did warn you that that was a very dangerous spot to be in, but he also mentioned that he was pretty sure Arena was down there, still being held captive. So you guys definitely decided you wanted to make your way down in that direction. So when right after Escher left to go and try and distract Strahd, Van Richten also bid his farewell. He said he had had some sort of premonition or something that Arabelle, the orphaned Vistani child, had some vital part to play in defeating Strahd. And while you guys wanted to go off looking to defeat Strahd and possibly rescue Arena, he thought that while Escher was busy keeping Strahd busy, he might be able to possibly locate this child who, as far as everyone knows, was last seen heading in the direction of the castle, and you hadn't seen her outside or anywhere else, so he assumed she was probably somewhere in the vicinity. So he decided to go do that. He said his hat of disguise and he had other mechanisms to keep Strahd from pinpointing where he was, so he thought that while you guys were keeping him busy, he could maybe do that. So he left to do that. So now down to just the four of you guys. You took a stairway down outside of the library, or studied right outside of Gertruda's chamber. You went down. It was a really long stairway. You wound up exiting into the teleportation chamber that you guys had encountered before, which previously you'd used to go back to the coffin maker's shop in Vallaki. But you knew there were multiple destinations to that. You guys weren't really interested in using it, but when you entered the room, the two iron statues that were flanking this teleporter, this time they animated and attacked you, and these guys proved to be very formidable opponents. The party got split up, and there was a lot of trying to keep people alive while people tried to sneak past these things. Luckily, they weren't all that smart, so you did manage to actually sneak past and finally get the party together and escape up another stairway that led to this fog-shrouded, very low-ceilinged corridor. And you guys kind of went down this corridor one at a time, but unfortunately there was a trap door in the floor that I believe Clytus was the first one to trigger it. It led into, basically it dropped him into this slide that was really slick, covered with some kind of oil or grease or something like that, and essentially frictionless, and deposited down into the darkness. And once he went down, then everyone said, "Oh, okay, screw it. We better all stick together." So one by one, you guys jumped into this chute, and that's where we left off the session last time. You guys, one by one, dropping down this chute into darkness. So I think before I move you to the map, I think I'll first describe, because Clytus, I think you had at least a couple rounds before anyone else joined you. And after that, it was pretty quick succession for everyone else to follow. But Clytus, after dropping, you can't tell how far it is, but at least 40 or 50 feet down this chute, another trapdoor opens beneath you, depositing you into 5 feet of freezing cold water. How tall are you again?
Oh boy. I'm a dwarf. I'm dwarf tall.
Yeah. I was trying to remember if you had your exact weight or height, I should say, on your
4'6".
4'6". Okay, that's what I thought. And you're relatively heavy, wearing armor, so you're really not able to float to keep above water. So you are currently basically underwater, kind of anchored to the floor in your armor. And you do have dark vision, so you can kind of see where you are. It looks like you're in some sort of cell, like some kind of holding cell. There's 4 stone walls on either side of you. There's a great big iron gate that looks to be shut. It's like a 10-foot by 10-foot cell. Looking up, you don't see any sign of the trapdoor that you fell through. It seems to have closed on its own once it deposited you in this cell. So you are basically, you can hold your breath up to your Constitution mod in minutes, which should be pretty high. I think your Con mod is.
Let's see, up to my Con mod in minutes.
Yeah.
That would be 1 minute.
Yep. So you can hold your breath for a full minute. After that, you can hold it for 1 round, and then after that, you go unconscious. So you've got you're in this. Yeah, we're just, it's not, it won't be a full, the other guys were going to arrive before a minute's up. It didn't take, it was round by round combat, and they followed you within a minute. But in the meantime, you're holding your breath, you're in this cell underwater, and there's a locked, it looks, you can quite obviously tell it's shut and locked gate that looks like it's leading out into a hallway, and there's another, what looks maybe like another cell on the other side of the hallway.
Okay. Are we on the map?
I haven't put you on the map yet, just to kind of give you you're kind of disoriented and well
well, so at this point, am I doing anything, or am I just waiting for everybody to fall on my head?
That's what I'm asking, what you want to do.
Well, the first thing I would do is try to find a place where I can actually stand to not be 4 inches underwater.
Yeah, there's really nothing in the cell that you can stand on to raise you up above the side. You could
I do have a shield. I can drop my shield and stand on it. Would that give me enough?
Nah, even like a curved shield probably would only give you like 6 inches or something.
Yeah, but that's enough, isn't it? You said 5 feet of water, I thought.
Yes. Oh, you're 5 foot. You're 4 foot.
I'm 4'6", so I only need 6 inches.
Okay, sure. All right. So I would say you'd basically be like with your mouth just above the level of the water, so enough that you don't have to hold your breath. Yes, we can see you, Dave. Okay. But we don't hear you at all.
We can't hear you. Oh, so he can hear us. Can you see us? Huh.
Yeah, VC. Oh, you can't see us? Oh, VC, how we love you. Anyway, he can hear us, but he can't see us. All right. Why don't I... Do you want me to try and update VC? Yeah, we can't do sign language, Dave. This is the only sign I understand.
Well, that's what he's going to do all night,
then. Individual whiteboards.
Yeah, that's right. Too bad we don't have like a chat thing. I can, if you guys want, I can try and update my VC client to the latest. I am usually pretty hesitant about doing that because it works and
latest and greatest.
Sometimes when I do that, sometimes everything goes wonky, but I can give it a try.
What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? But since Tim's having issues, and obviously Dave's having issues now. Why don't I go ahead and do that, and I'll end the call, and we'll
All right, sounds good.
regroup. All right, after all that, okay. Gotta love technical difficulties. In any case, I'm just going to go ahead and move everyone to this map. You guys don't need an insight check, as basically you managed to stand on top of your shield, Cletus, and you get deposited down. The rest of you guys into the dungeon area where you had been previously, and I can just show you here. There you go. So after about a minute or so, you guys wind up in that cell. Everyone else is taller than 5 feet, so you're above the water, but you are in a locked cage, and
So that just fucking sucks.
the good news is that those things will definitely not be able to follow you down. Or at least it doesn't seem too likely.
How much rope do we got?
Oh, and the trapdoor does actually close and latch shut above you,
Oh.
with no obvious means to open it, like no finger holds or anything like that.
Well, I discovered it last time. What if I... Shit. Do we have lockpicks? Anybody?
Yeah, anybody can try using a
Anybody?
lockpick. It's just if you wouldn't be proficient in it, you'd be at disadvantage if you tried to use them.
Oh. Do we have any? Somebody have knock?
No.
Try breaking it.
You could try that.
I could punch the
If
shit
it
out
was
of it.
First edition, I would bend bars and what was it, lift gates?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would basically be a strength check.
You want to try that?
I'll do that. I'm going to try forcing it open.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check.
What do I click on? Just strength, I guess.
Nope. The bars seem
Wow.
very,
I have a
very
plus
strong.
4. That is a mighty shit roll. I rolled a 7 and a 3. Woohoo!
Well, I know it wouldn't have helped in that case, but could we like assist him in multiples, try to bend the same
Sure.
bar?
If multiple people try and do it, basically I'd consider it being like aiding, and you'd get advantage on the strength check.
Okay. You want to try again, Clytus?
As soon as he breaks,
Advantage?
as soon as Cletus breaks through, Rowan mends the bars.
Gotta mend it. Wow.
Whoa!
Look at the rolls. The dice hate us today. 11 and 4? Come on, man.
Shit.
So here's my idea. I know somebody
Well,
has
he-
lockpicks. We've done this before. I know somebody does.
I don't.
You can tell that
I
to
think
break
it was
this
an
down.
Dave, do you have lockpicks?
In my campaign, somebody has lockpicks, but not in the. I don't think any of us do here.
No, we've done this before. We've talked about it and used them.
I thought we did have him at one point in time.
Well,
Oh yeah, Dave's got thieves' tools.
there we go.
There, now we know who has them. All right.
So I have a +5 to my dexterity.
So yeah, you go ahead and you do that.
If somebody wants to use them, are you proficient in them, Adrian?
I am not.
Okay, so you'd be rolling at disadvantage.
Yep.
It would be a DC 20 Dex check.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Good luck.
So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna punch the gate at the lock with
Okay.
my magic fists. Do 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, well, basically, it's going to take you a really long time to do this, but I would say that after maybe like 10 minutes of bashing and bashing and bashing on these gates, you finally weaken them to the point where you're able to actually spring that lock and punch through it and kick it the rest of the way open.
Sweet.
You made a hell of a lot of racket, so pretty much anything in the dungeon knows exactly where you are at the moment.
I think that's a fabulous idea.
But the gate
Better than
is
being in the cage.
yes, the gate is open, and you don't see anything immediately challenging you.
I step out and avoid the traps, and I look down the corridor both ways.
Okay. Actually, I should. You know what? Why don't you go ahead and Adrian, since you were doing all this kicking, why don't you go ahead and roll d20 and see if that anything you did attract anything's attention. Ooh, 16.
Better than anything we've done thus far.
No.
Even with bonuses, we couldn't get a 16 before.
Yeah. No, that won't happen.
Wait a minute. So where's Adrian? Adrian is
He
missed
took
his
off.
steps or whatever.
Yeah, he
I
went
looked to
out the
look
hall.
left and right down the hallway to see if somebody was coming.
Yeah,
all
there
I
was a
did.
set of double doors at the end of the dungeon that also need a strength check to open.
We were in there before. So somebody come and lock and
No, they're not locked. They're just it's submerged in 5 feet of water. It requires a strength check to open.
then I
Athletics.
guess that's not going to be me. I got a freaking 10 strength.
I have an 18 strength. I just keep rolling like poo.
Yeah, this is you
Can I
can do.
wait
Actually, you can do a.
5 minutes and try again.
That's fine. It's nowhere near like the other one. It's not like it's locked. It's just the water is.
I opened it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Jugs is able to push through it, and so you're able to enter the hallway, and you don't
Got
see
someone
anything
taller
down the
than
hall.
me pick up my shield, please, and then pull me. Or at least push me along. Okay, David.
Rowan's got you.
Okay, so Rowan brings you your shield. So you're back in this hallway, and you guys remember. I have the trap portions marked there, so you guys kind of remembered where they were.
So we know there's iron golems up that way. I would prefer not to get hit again.
Why not?
I don't know. It didn't work out very well the last time. We could run by, and then I could, since I found the trap door, I could run by him, go up the hallway, open the trap
wait a
door,
minute.
put down ropes, and pull you guys up.
The
I don't know where to go.
well, last time we were able to teleport before the Iron Golems were activated. You think we can maybe teleport out of here?
I don't even remember how he did that. Somebody else is helping, right?
Here. I don't recall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically if you. I'm just remembering here how the mechanism. Basically, you select one of these colored stones, and you toss it into the flame, and
And you
this
jump into the flame.
right. Well, this hourglass turns over, and then this gate remains open for a certain period of time. Yeah, I didn't see any significant delay to how long it took for this thing to appear, so. You could try it.
I got 32 hit points. I'd take like one hit from one of those guys and I'd be toast.
Okay, is there any way we can find a place to at least take a short rest?
I don't know. I wanted to take a short rest in that dank, dark hallway, but somebody moved.
Who did that?
That would be our paladin.
Hey, I can't help it. I fell.
But you moved. You just could have stayed where you were. We can go back up the stairs. We know where that leads, right?
Yeah, we
True.
do. The problem is we want to be down here.
You're right.
At some point, we're going to have to come back down.
So are any of the, I guess, cells on the other side someplace where we could rest?
Well, the whole thing is submerged, not submerged,
Oh.
but is filled with water. The whole area is flooded.
I mean, we could try to go rest on the stairs.
The stairs do rise out of the water. If you remember, they lead up to the larders level.
I mean, just a short rest would do me. You said spend all my hit dice.
Yeah, me too. Well, no, I have hit dice left. I could spend them. I get some hit points.
Well, I
You want
got.
to go sit there for an hour and
Yeah. let's do
rest,
that.
and then let's talk about how we're gonna get through here?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys move carefully, avoiding the traps, I'm assuming, to the staircase. You remember that going up and up and up and up to the larders level.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. But you're going to actually stay right on the stairs themselves and rest for an hour?
Yep.
Okay.
And maybe quietly talk about how the hell we're gonna get out of here.
Okay, so while you're resting, every 10 minutes is going to require a check, a d20 check to see if you get a random encounter. So you guys go ahead and roll. Why don't how about each one of you roll once? 17.
Yep, that went well.
11. Tim? Dave?
Yeah, sorry, it's taking forever to roll.
17. Oh boy.
And a 16. So 2 17s, an 11, and a 16.
Okay, well, actually, you got lucky. 18s would trigger an encounter. So,
So we need to do 2 more though, right?
yep, 2 more.
So yeah, we're only at 40 minutes.
1. As good as you
We're
can
at
get.
50 minutes. Who wants to do the last one? Alright, I'll do it.
4.
Yay.
Okay, so you get the
We
short
made it.
rest without being disturbed. Go ahead and apply any hit dice you might want and reset any short rest abilities. He's running on
That's
empty.
great.
Oh,
Yuck.
some good hit dice rolls. Except for Tim's first one, but
Yeah. Somebody had to roll 0.
yeah, you got 2 other good ones. Okay, so Clytus, I'm assuming you're also on the stairs out of the water. Okay, so an hour has passed. You're fully rested now. Where do you wish to go next?
Well, I would prefer to avoid the iron golems. Did they act? Can we remember? Did they activate right away?
Unlike the first time you went into that room, they activated as soon as you entered this time and attacked you. You're not sure why. It wasn't like you did anything apart from just entering the room.
Yeah, I just don't think we can survive more than a round next to them. And I'd prefer not even to get touched by them.
Yeah, but do we even know they're there? Can we at least scout it out?
I can if you want.
Scout it out and see if they're active. Does anyone remember how we got the teleporter activated?
We tossed one of the gems in,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
and
And we
then
don't have one anymore.
Well, you don't.
They're just sitting right there.
Yeah, it's like a bowl, or there's a supply of multicolored stones. So
I will sneak ahead. Run
I'm gonna-
up.
Come with you to like there.
Okay, I'm gonna run along the side, and just run up the wall, and then I'm gonna listen
Okay.
Do I hear them thumping around?
You don't hear any movement. And the door is closed, so you'd have to open it to see in there.
You move faster than the rest of us. You could
I
open it
do.
and run away.
Yeah, but if they jump down, and I don't know.
How tall is that again?
They're
Give me a second here. I can look it up.
Hey, our VC seems to be operating well again.
Oh yeah, you're back up to green.
Yeah,
Dave
everyone's
know?
green. I still don't know why Dave. I think Dave's issue is a local issue. So this. Oh no, that's.
We have not.
Brazier room. Let's see.
we could run across. Whee!
Balcony is 10 feet. No, wait. Balcony. Okay. I wish they would describe which one this is. The ceiling is 17 feet above the surface of the water, which is 3 feet. The balcony in the north stands 7 feet above the water surface, 10 feet above the floor. So yeah.
10 feet.
3 feet of water, 10-foot balcony.
Yeah, 3, then 7, adding up to 10.
Yeah.
Well, could run across. Ignore them. We could even go in that other section and avoid the trap. Or we can go upstairs, or we go all the way back up the way we came.
The problem is we want to be back down here. So if we go
Right.
up the way we came, we still have to try to find our way down here, and we still have to go through the golems. So I don't know that that helps us.
Well, I could cast darkness.
Oh yeah, there was that. You did do darkness on that hallway.
I could cast darkness in the middle, and then.
I'm assuming that darkness is gone, by the way.
Oh yeah, I know.
The one up there, yeah.
How long does darkness last? I mean, how big is darkness? 40 feet, 20 feet? I forget how big it is.
Let's see. Darkness.
Hello, darkness,
My old friend. Darkness.
15-foot radius.
Yep.
So to be able to get it in complete darkness, I'd have to cast 2 of them.
Yeah, it does spread around corners, which is how you kind of stretched it down that stairway. But
We could do that. But then we're all bunched together, it'd be easier to hit us.
I don't think they have AoE attacks.
I could keep running ahead of them and
Yeah.
distract them.
yeah, that does work, Dave, just like light does. If you cast it on an object, it emanates from the object and moves with it.
So if we did want to go, where do you want to go? What stairwell? Do you want to go on the left or the right?
Well,
Well, there's 3.
yeah.
Well,
The
we
circular
came
one,
down
you-
that other one.
Right, yeah, you
We
came down the
came
circular
down
one.
the right one.
Right.
Yeah. So we're either going to want to do middle or left.
Okay. Well, the middle put us back down here.
Yep. I would say go up the left one.
All right. So we could open the door.
I would say the middle, but
Yeah, but where are we going to go? Because that's what let us down here in the first place.
what do you mean? No, the right one led us down here.
No, the middle one. We went up the middle one, we found a trapdoor, and we
The
fell
trap
through.
door
Oh, well,
was
yeah,
right
just don't
there.
fall down the trap next time.
Alright.
So the door theoretically would be open. All right, screw it. Whatever. This is just going to happen. I'm going to crack
Well,
the
okay,
door open.
right now, Rowan and Clytus are on the stairs.
I get it.
And I'm going to go round and round as soon as you open that door.
Okay,
Well,
great.
away.
Well, I'm just saying everyone should move to where they want to be before you
Well,
do
he
that.
can Scout and come back and tell us what's going on.
Yep,
so-
that's what I'm going to do. I just want to see if the doors are open. So I'm going to creak the door open and see if that one door in the middle is still open.
Okay. You creak the door open. You see the 2 golems standing on either side. who turn towards you as soon as you open the door. The other doors along the top are shut.
So the door here is shut.
Yes.
Fuck. I closed the door.
Okay, you hear some tromping on the other side.
Good for them. And I go to there. And they say the doors are shut on the other side. And they're now tromping around. They probably hear it because it's shaking the whole friggin' place.
Yeah, probably.
I just don't think we can survive as a party against these guys. I mean, 2 hits knocked me down 60-some friggin' hit points.
I could drink a. Well, I already drank the 1 potion. If somebody could give me their potion of invulnerability, I could drink that.
To do what? We have 4 people. Somebody's gonna get hammered.
It'll keep me from getting my butt kicked, and if we got hasted, I could get a couple of attacks on them. I don't know. Just saying.
Well, if you hit them, then what? They probably got more hit points than us combined, is my guess.
Why don't we just go back up the stairs then? Let's just go back up the.
Yeah.
Staircase.
I mean, that's all we can do then.
All right, let's do it. Go back up the stairs.
'Cause,
Okay.
I mean, aren't we looking to kill Strahd?
We are, not ourselves.
Okay, so you guys are going up to that circular stairway.
I mean, unless Strahd is behind that stairs, and the only way there is past these iron golems, which may be the case.
Well, we're looking for his mother's tomb, which is probably down there somewhere.
We're going up the stairs again.
Okay, please arrange yourselves in the configuration you wish to be, and I will move you to another map. Clytus, where are you in the order?
So are we going up the stairs or what?
Yep.
So. All right. There we
Okay.
go.
You. We're going to the Larders of Ill Omen. Okay. All right, I just gotta put you guys in the right spot here. All right, actually, it'd be in the reverse order because it's coming up this way. All right, so I'm gonna move you guys to that map. I'm hoping there's not any leftover creatures around here.
We are too.
So yes, you come up into that stairway, and you recall that this hallway had some sort of a trap mechanism on that floor in that purple square area. You never really figured out what it was because you just kind of avoided it.
So let's do the same thing and go up this stairwell? Or do you want to go through this door?
We
That
can
door.
keep going up.
Wait a minute. Which part are we? We're on the map twice. We're in the.
We're
down
here.
below the map.
See, that's what I was saying. Okay, yeah, let me just get rid of these guys here. Jesus.
Well, we haven't gone through here.
That's what I pointed out,
We
and
haven't
the other
gone through
one.
here.
I'm just questioning, it might be another way down.
Let's just look in here and at least see what there is.
Sure.
Okay.
So let's
Okay.
avoid the trap.
How are you exactly avoiding the trap?
I'm running along the wall.
Okay, okay. Back where you were, please. Okay, yeah.
I'm running on the wall.
Here.
All right, so yeah, so Adrin, as you
Do we know
run,
what the trap is?
No.
No.
Adrin, you're right there. That's where something happens.
Check.
Wait a minute. Last time we came through here, did we trigger this trap and it was like a pit?
No.
No,
he
you
said-
didn't. You avoided it. You never figured out what it was. You figured out there was some sort of mechanism there, but you did not figure out what it was.
I mean, I feel like we should just step like from here to here and then up and from there to there.
He says something happens.
Yes.
Yeah. Something happened to Adrin right there.
Yep.
And I need to find out
What?
where the hell this thing is. No. Shite. Thought I had this thing up here.
Yes. Shite. Sounds about right.
Shoot. Where the hell is this? I completely lost.
So is somebody singing?
I'm
That would
humming.
be,
Oh, okay. It's like,
that would be
You're
calming
not going
music.
crazy.
okay.
All right. I can't find this creature. What the hell? Oh, there. That's what it is. Okay. Give me a moment. All right. So, as you come around the corner, Adrin, you don't run directly into, but you see, and it sees you, this large, nasty-looking creature. It looks kind of like if you ever played Half-Life,
Mm-hmm.
one of the head crab zombies, but without the head crab. Just these really long, elongated arms, and it's actually kind of huge in size, and it's got kind of blood dripping out of its mouth, and it sees you, and you see it, so it would be initiative time.
Gross.
Sorry it took me so long to find that. Okay. And it just shrieks at you as soon as it sees you, and... Holy crap!
We are effed. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I didn't click my token because I'm an idiot, and neither did Dave because we're both idiots. So you'll have to enter ours.
Let's see, 17. Tim, you can add 2 if you wish.
Sorry. Look at that.
Nice. You guys actually didn't do too badly.
Yeah, 16 was our lowest, but he still rolled a 25.
Yeah, I know. It was
Doesn't
like,
even matter.
okay.
Doesn't matter.
All right. It sees you. So, okay. You guys have a light source, I'm assuming, because of Rowan. Rowan, you have something cast on your possession at all times?
Doesn't he always just cast light on his
Yeah.
quarterstaff?
So, okay, yeah. So the light is dim here, definitely, but there's still... It's basically completely dark in the tunnel ahead. You guys can see in the dark. Rowan is approaching, but the light in this area is dim. So, Adrin, you feel the shadows from this thing kind of reach out to embrace you, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw. Wow. 14 is exactly what you need. Okay, so you save. So I'm going to say that thing doesn't actually... It doesn't actually do that. Okay, yep, that was its. It was trying to do a shadow jump thing, but you saved, so that's all it did. So it is now Adrin's turn.
I guess I will pull out my Sunblade.
Okay.
Does it make a cool?
Yeah, it does.
Wom.
What do I want to do?
Is that a 30-foot radius, or wait? I can't remember what it was.
I think that's the right. I think it's 15 foot bright, and then, sorry.
Yeah, and then 30 feet.
Yeah.
I think a light blue might make more sense there.
15-foot radius is bright light, and an additional 15-foot is a dim light.
Yeah, okay.
The light
Oh,
is
don't
the
forget,
light.
if you're within 10 feet of me, you get a +3 on your saving throws.
Oh, so you had a 17. We're more than fine.
You
How
bet.
many within 10 feet?
Yes. And also, you cannot be frightened.
Oh, I'm still frightened.
So,
Sorry.
because I want to let Clytus do his thing, and I know there's a trap there. Is there room for me to? I want to stay in his threatened area and run around. Let me hang on a second. His head, whee, and end up right there.
Still saying within 5 feet of it?
Yep.
Yeah, you could try and run along the wall, basically, and it wouldn't... Let me just double check. It's got some kind of deadly reach ability here. In response to...
Oh, God.
Yeah, you can do it, but it does have a special ability which will give it actually an
I
attack.
don't know that, right?
No, you don't, and you wouldn't know that.
So I can see that I have room, right?
Yes.
So I will attempt to do that and land right there.
Okay. So it has a special ability as a reaction. It's called its deadly reach. In response to an enemy moving into its reach, it can make a claw attack against you. So it actually swipes at you with one of its claws.
Wasn't he already within his reach, though?
Yeah, but he moved closer. He actually rolled a 2, though. So you dodge out of the way of his claw, so he doesn't get another one. So you
Alright.
wind up where you wind up.
So
And
I
this
will
thing actually
do-
has really long reach. Holy crap.
Oh, boy.
Yay! You fuck, you son of a bitch.
You drop the sun sword.
And I pick it up.
Okay, that'll be. I'd say that'd be your flourish. That basically moved. I'd say that used half your movement to pick it up.
Well, I can move 55, so I only need 10, 20. I don't know. I still got movement left. So can I still attack, or am I done?
Yeah, you
know,
could.
screw it. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
done
you
and I'm
could.
gonna see what
Sure,
happens. I'm
it
gonna
would
do
move
this.
you half your movement. So yeah, if you have additional attacks with it normally, you'd be able to. Sure.
All right. Well, then I would attack once more. Hopefully,
Okay.
I won't drop it. Here we go.
28. It hits.
So
Let's see.
this would be 15 total radiant damage.
Okay, it doesn't look like it's.
Well, I guess it's. Let me hang on a second. It's only for vampires, I do believe, right?
Well, I think it's still classified as radiant damage. It's just,
it is. It's plus an additional 1d8 radiant. Okay, so it's 15 total. It's all radiant.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend a key point, and I'm going to use my patient defense. I want to see what the hell's going to happen.
And you'll have to remind me what that does again.
He basically has to. He's at a disadvantage. Dodge.
Okay, so
Dodging.
basically he has to. Okay, he's at disadvantage if he wants to attack. Okay.
Yep.
Then that's Adrin. Clytus is up. You don't see it yet. You're actually still coming up the stairs, but you heard
Right,
like a
I have
oh
to
fuck.
move here to see it, right?
Well, you're actually around the bottom. I mean, you'd have to go all the way
so I have
past
to
everyone
go
else.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can go this way. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That'll give me about there.
Okay.
So I can't see it at all from here?
You can kind of see some claws flailing around, but you don't. There's something there. You hear it snarling, and you see Adrin kind of like, oh fuck, but you don't know. You can't really identify what it is.
Do I have line of action with it?
Depends on what you mean. Line of effect, you mean?
If I line of effect, yes. If I want to try to turn undead.
Yeah, I would say you'd be able to target it. You see it enough. You know it's there. You can target it.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn undead on it. If it's undead, he has a Wisdom DC 15 saving throw.
Okay, let's
right
see.
back.
It is actually undead. Does it have any kind of turn resistance? Doesn't appear so. So he needs to make, I'm sorry, which DC? What was the DC again, Tim?
15.
15. Okay. He got a 17, so he made a save.
I say you suck, whatever you are.
It
That's
snarls at
basically
you,
my turn.
but it can't do
That's my
anything
turn.
to attack you because it already used its reaction. Jugs is up.
Move right there. And I'm going to shoot a firebolt at it.
Okay.
Pew!
Ooh, nice. Oh, wait, 15 does not hit. Sorry.
Son of a biscuit.
Would have been nice if he hit.
I'm going to back off.
For a firebolt, that's pretty good damage.
I know. Dang it.
Okay, so now Rowan's up, I guess. Move to there. Cast Radiance of the Dawn. So, Constitution saving throw. Okay. There isn't any magical darkness currently, so he fails his saving throw, so he takes 17 points of radiant damage.
Holy crap, we did something.
Yeah.
Did we win?
We hit him?
Hit him.
Finally?
Yeah, it definitely seems to be taking radiant damage. All right, so he's got several targets to choose from. Both Adrin and Rowan did him radiant damage, so I'd say he's more not liking the Sun Sword, so he's going to attack Adrin. And
Sweet.
this time he's just going to go full on both claws multi-attack. So,
Disadvantage.
oh, that's right, disadvantage. The lower of the two was 17.
Miss. Yeah.
Yes, all right.
Hey.
Second attack. Hey, this thing has 15-foot reach. Holy crap.
It's got some long arms, man.
Oh, man, that sucked for me. Well, for him.
Oh,
One of
God.
those was a natural 20, but the other one was only a 15. So the other one missed as well. So
Thank
both
you for patient defense.
that seemed to pay off very well.
Yeah. Steps out of the trap.
No, it's staying where it is, and yeah. That's all it's going to do. Adrin's up.
All right. I will try it again. Don't drop your sword. Don't drop your sword.
Oh, you missed.
One missed, one hit.
18 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend another key point and do patient defense.
Paid off for you last time. Clytus.
Mhm.
Well, I will take a step, 5-foot step. Can I hit it from here?
Yeah, it's big enough. I would say you could take a swing at it.
I will take 2 swings at it.
Okay.
Whoa.
Both
That
of those
was
hit.
very consistent with those rolls.
Yeah.
31 points.
Wow.
Unfortunately, it is magic, but it is not radiant.
Okay. It does seem to damage it normally with the magical weapon.
Okay.
And let's see. As you moved 5 feet closer to it, it actually does have its reaction now since it moved. So it did get a claw attack against you.
Okay.
That's a little bit better roll. 22. Sorry, 23.
What do you think?
That's
Yeah.
a miss.
I
Yeah.
think that's a miss.
We should go by vote.
So 23 points of damage from a claw, and it actually gets a second.
Wait.
Wording flare?
from Dave. It says
Okay.
reaction, so it's disadvantaged.
Okay, so the second roll, that would only be 12, so that likely missed.
Hey!
Thank you, Rowan.
Warding flare works. Okay, so that was its reaction. Clytus just went, so Jugs is up.
Go team! All right, your turn.
Thanks for helping.
Hey, I'll take it. That was a big
No.
hit.
Are you?
Jugs? Jugs has to
Oh,
do something.
well.
He just said go team. I don't need a
well.
freaking cheerleader. You're not wearing
Go,
a shirt.
Jugs.
He's switching classes now to Bard.
Come on, Jugs, do something with him.
I mean, Clytus is short, so if I stand there, I can I
No,
Oh,
you,
here, I'll tell you
hang
what.
him over Clytus?
no, you can't do a melee. I mean, you could do a range attack.
No, with my spell. Can I cast my
You could do a
Firebolt
ranged.
over Clytus?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Without-
You can cast it really through an occupied friendly without hitting him. That's-
Okay, I didn't know.
I mean, unless it's like a line effect, like a lightning bolt, where it would affect everything. Yeah.
Okay. I
Nice.
don't.
Definitely hits.
Oh, it rolled 2 in case I took the crit. Okay, gotcha. So it's only 8.
Okay. Firebolt. Dave's VC window just flipped out. Hang on. Yeah, no, it's been doing it all night, so you're just cursed. All right, so then that would be Rowan's turn. Yeah, he's really actually made less effective with that sun sword. He can't do his shadow stepping stuff. Fairy fire. Okay. So you basically would essentially give it advantage. Let's see. It does get a saving throw, I think, doesn't it? Or no? Yeah, dexterity save. Oh, what's your DC? Okay, this thing's not too bad. And it rolled a 16. So, the area is illuminated, but he is not outlined in light. So, it doesn't affect the advantage-disadvantage situation for hitting it. Okay, it's turn. Boy, now he's got a third one. He really didn't like that 30-some points of damage or whatever that Clytus was doing with those axes, so he's going to turn his attention to you. And he doesn't have disadvantage on you as well, so...
Doc.
There we go. 25.
Miss.
For 26 points of damage.
Yuck.
Second attack. 16.
No.
Okay, so second attack.
Hey.
And that's all it's going to do. It seems to know better than to step into that trapped area. Adrin's up.
Alright, I will do 2 Sunblades. 19.
Both hit.
20. It's 2 hits, right? 18 was the number. Yep. So it would be 20 plus 22, so 42 points of damage. And just because he ignored me this time, instead of leaving me with a couple of hit points, I will spend a key point and attack with my fists.
Well, you actually don't need to spend the key point. That was enough to destroy it.
Well, there we go.
Okay, it collapsed with that last blow of the Sunblade and falls into a nasty-looking heap, and it actually seems to kind of melt into the shadows and run off into the corners of the room and disappears.
Great. He's just going to come back.
Yep.
Okay.
But it is no longer tormenting you, so...
So I think that's how we did it last time, by the way, to get past the trap was to do what Tim said, which is to sidestep.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you also, I think, got some rubble from the ossuary where you picked up Argynvost's skull.
Oh yeah, we put it on top.
You kind of made a bridge or something like that. I don't remember how. You'd get it so you wouldn't trigger the pressure trap. But you can,
Yep.
I would say, basically a dex check to sidestep.
Is that gone? So did somebody move the...
It doesn't, there's nothing there. You can see little bits of bone dust on the floor, so...
So somebody moved, if we put something down before it, somebody moved it away.
Right.
Okay. So is anybody following, or you guys
Yeah,
gonna stay
we're
there?
just gonna let you go by yourself.
Yeah. Bye.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. I open this door.
No,
Okay.
I'll come with you.
Yes, the hallway. Okay, so Clytus, you want to do a dex? Okay, you made it, no problem.
Wait, that was me.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, that was Jugs. Clytus.
Less
Oh, okay, yeah. It wasn't a high dex, or it wasn't a high DC, but a 3, unfortunately, triggers the trap.
Oh man.
Okay, I gotta find out what the hell level this is.
Alright, Clytus, move yourself back over there.
Just put yourself, squarely in that purple circle. And Rowan's on the other side of it.
Yeah, I'm right.
Frack, what level is
Jesus,
this? I wasn't actually prepared for this because I thought you guys would easily sidestep it. Oh, never assume anything.
God damn it.
Where the hell is this level?
Damn Munchkin.
I think to me that's what I like about
Oh, here we
this
go.
version of D&D is not everything is always a success, not everything is always a failure, right?
Yep.
Right.
Usually when you're 11th level and something, you're going to get plus 16 to your save with Pathfinder or something, and you're never
Yeah.
going to fail.
Okay.
It's a lot more fun when, you can do crazy things and somehow randomly pass your saving throw, but then also do simple things and then randomly fail. Makes it fun.
I have to step away from it. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, but as if this is going to kill you.
You're about to find out how you die.
Well,
Can I get
no, that's
back?
fine. If you want to,
All right.
if you want to step out, this is fine because nobody's gonna be able to stop this. All right, and this is a really complicated trap. Okay, so what happens when Clytus steps on that section of the floor, and he actually is trying to sidestep it, but he accidentally is like, "Ah," and steps there, and as he does so, an instant later, these 2 steel portcullises drop from the ceiling at lightning speed and seal off that entire compartment, basically including the kind of the niche off to the right where that creature was.
Yep.
So that whole area actually then rockets up like an elevator, just shoots up into this shaft. You hear this like tremendous clanking and of like these big metal gears whirling at monster speed, and it just shoots up into the heights of the castle, and you hear Clytus going, "Oh shit!"
Oh, it goes so far away that we can't even see it.
Well, it goes up out of the range of the sun sword at the very least. You can tell it's at like a 20-foot wide, and it goes up hundreds of feet.
So the pressure plate. I'm just kind of confused here. So
The
whole
pressure,
section-
the trigger is only in that part of the hallway, but the whole trap, exactly, the whole trap
okay.
is that.
All right.
Oh, that whole thing went.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll draw a square thing around
That's
it.
shit on a stick.
This is great.
So theoretically, I can put my sword away. So is that portcullis
Well, yeah.
going back
I
up?
was just say, are the walls still in the way, or can we see Rowan now? With it gone.
Hang on, I can't draw a square for some reason.
I guess what I would do is if the portcullises go back down, I would try and run up. I don't know where the hell we would go.
I don't know.
Hang on. First, let me to adjust some things here first. So first, you stashed the sun sword, so let me get rid of those auras.
Well, no. My question first is the sun sword's still up.
Oh, okay.
My question is, did the portcullises, whatever, did they go back down?
All right, so let me see. This is about 4 paragraphs describing this trap. So,
All right, I'm back.
okay.
Yeah, you're gone.
I'll
You're
deal with
gone.
you in a
You can make
minute.
it a lot shorter by just saying you die.
You can make a Constitution saving throw in the meantime if you want.
Oh,
Clytus.
wait a minute. I have an inspiration. I can avoid this whole situation. Oh, no, it wouldn't matter because I have a 310. So whatever. Almost a 10 would have worked.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. The whole area did not go up. It was the purple area that went up.
Oh no.
So
Can I use the inspiration to take the 10? And will that do it? Oh, and if
um,
it's a saving, no, it wasn't a saving throw, was it?
no.
No.
It was just a dex roll.
Yeah.
But
At this
so,
point, no. It's
all right.
so I'm sorry. The confusion. The whole area did not go up. It was just the purple square area that went up, and at the same time, on the east side, 10-foot block descended down and occupied that whole section. It's like looked like some kind of counterweight to this shaft that went up.
Okay. So my
That
question is, the portcullis, whatever, the multiple, did they go back down right away when everything went up?
they stay down.
They stayed down.
Yes.
Where's the portcullis?
So what happened is
Well, he doesn't know what happened actually.
Well,
he would have been in the trap.
Yeah, well, okay, so Clytus, what happened to you? You were stepping around and you basically failed your dex check and inadvertently stepped on the pressure plate. The instant you did, these two portcullises dropped down, sealing off the area, basically sealing off this 10-foot by 10-foot square that the trap is in, trapping you inside it. And then the whole floor lifted up. You heard this sound of chains and gears and everything as it basically you got rocketed up into the air inside this elevator. Basically, this whole section became an elevator. And as it rose up, I guess now we'll go to you. You're being pulled up hundreds of feet very, very quickly, but you need to make a Constitution saving throw as something fills this elevator as you're being pulled up.
Okay, I get a +3 on whatever I roll here, so hang on. Saving throw, Constitution. 20.
Ooh, okay. That would be... Yep, that would be enough. You are not knocked unconscious by this gas that's filling this chamber. So as you went up, that left section, a 10-foot section, another 10-foot cube of granite dropped down from heavy chains, filling up the eastern half of that shaft. And that basically landed at the bottom where that was previously the floor.
Okay.
So you are not unconscious, but everyone else, you just heard Clytus go, "Oh shit!" as he got pulled up this elevator shaft.
So okay, so the portcullis closed. Is this whole block here on this side, is it shattered? Is it 10 feet tall? Can I see a top to it with a chain on it?
No, well, you basically can look up the 10-foot section not occupied by the concrete or the stone block. You can see it goes up basically hundreds of feet out of your sight, out of your dark vision range.
I get it, but what I'm saying is above that, if I'm looking up, there's got to be a...
Well, no, the ceiling comes down. I mean, the shaft, the elevator goes up one side of the shaft, and the other side.
So if it's a counterweight, this side had
Oh,
to
right.
be free.
Right. Okay. Yes. Yeah. You'd be able to see up
Okay.
there. So you see the chain dangling up into the. Yeah.
So what I would like to do is, because that's my buddy up there, I will now put away the sun sword. I'm assuming it's dark, right?
If you put away the sun sword, then it's, except for Rowan's staff, it's dim light.
So then I would be able to teleport using my shadow step.
Yeah. If
And
I would
through
say
portals.
Rowan. Hang on, I want to look up the light spell. He might need to move back. Thank you. Bright. Okay, so he sheds bright light in 20-foot radius, so he wouldn't have to move 20, like around the corner of the stairwell.
I asked Rowan to move around the corner for a second.
Okay. Yeah, he can continue going up the stairs as that's what he would be doing there, or he can go back down.
Yep.
Okay.
So what I want to do is basically teleport past the on the other side of the portcullis, and then I'm going to run up the wall on this side.
Okay, so basically run up alongside the chain of this counterweight. Okay.
Yep.
Yes,
And
that would work.
That's what I want to do.
Okay. All right. Let me see here. So, yeah, this all happened basically within one turn. So,
Well, I guess it would take me a little bit to figure this out. So it's like, I don't know, it's got to be a good 30 seconds or a minute. Oh, hang on, you got to move, Rowan. I don't know.
Right.
It can't be that fast.
Right. No, I'm not. I'm talking about the whole trap thing, the whole
Oh.
elevator being raised. So, Clytus, yeah, it's like in the space of like less than 10 seconds, you have gone up hundreds of feet. You've been kind of not quite hurled to your feet, but but you're not unconscious. And if you want to, once the elevator comes to a stop, you can do what you wish.
Okay, what do I see once it stops?
You basically have reached. It looks like you're surrounded by 4 walls and a ceiling, 4 stone walls and a stone ceiling.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Let me see. God damn this. I'm sorry. It's not 4 paragraphs. It's 6 paragraphs describing this one trap.
Wow, really?
Yeah. If you want to make a wisdom perception check. By the way, the sound of this elevator could be heard throughout the whole castle.
Not shocked.
Were you looking for your perception, or?
What am I looking for?
I thought you were going to make a perception check.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were looking up something.
No, I'm sorry. I was waiting for you to make a perception check.
Yes, that my massive. This time
Okay.
I will take my inspiration. I don't know.
Okay, so with that roll, you see actually a hidden trap door in. I don't know if it's in the ceiling. Yes, it's in the ceiling. You see a secret trap door. Looks like it might open downward into this elevator.
Okay, I will check it out.
All right.
That doesn't sound good. I don't like the laughing.
Oh, you know what? Never mind. Okay, again, this is really friggin' confusing. Yeah, the trapdoor opens up and you see actually bare rock underneath it. So it looks like it's the ceiling of the shaft. There was this thing. If you would have found it and tried to climb out while the elevator was going up, you would have gotten smushed.
Oh.
But once the elevator comes to a stop, actually, okay, now it says the portcullis is raised. So, okay, the portcullises weren't at the base; they were in the trap. Boy, this is confusingly described. I knew this was going to happen when I got to this encounter if you triggered it. So, clarifying what happened here, the portcullises were not remaining below; they were actually part of the elevator itself. So they stayed in place when the elevator went up. When it got to the top, the portcullises raised, and yeah, exactly. They keep them in. Well, the size of it's fitting this area precisely, so it wouldn't really have too many other places to go. But once he gets to the top, the portcullises raise again. So it's an entire part of this mechanism. So you, at the top, let me see if I can find out where it ends up. Of course, I didn't make any notes here. I have to find it. Okay, so K47, wherever the hell that is. One of the upper
You got
levels.
17 hit points from healing from Dave
Oh, okay.
a while ago.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. So what's going on?
I'm trying to find where the hell you
DM's
are.
reading.
I'm actually searching the map trying to find you. Okay, so you are... What is this? Holy crap. Okay, let me go back to the rest of the group. Are the rest of you guys going to be doing anything?
Like I said, if I can run up the other side.
You're running up. I'm talking about Jugs or
Oh.
Rowan. Are you
Yep.
guys going to be doing anything?
There's nothing I can do. I'm just gonna stand there jaw agape.
Okay. Yeah, the portcullis isn't at your level, so that hallway, there is a boulder or a big rock occupying the right-hand side. Okay, so you're going to wait for
Yeah.
Adrian. Okay.
Exactly. I think that's what we're both doing.
All right, so Adrian, you're running up. You can see that this is at least 170 feet up.
So that'll take me a round and a half.
Right. So a couple rounds to get there. Clytus, I am going to try and move you. I can't. Let me just see. I don't want to switch maps entirely.
Sorry, man.
I'm not going to move the map. Let me see. All right. Okay, so now I'm seeing this with more clarity. When you opened up that trapdoor, it wasn't the ceiling. There actually was... That was a trapdoor actually leading up into an open room area. That's darkness beyond. That makes more sense. Okay.
Okay, so can I move in there?
Yeah, if you want to try and climb up, you'd have to make a jump. I'd like basically a strength athletics check to jump up that high.
Sure, let's do it.
Which I guess you would have had to do to open the trapdoor to begin with. So I would say, never mind. You would basically be able to grab onto the door and pull yourself up that way. So you kind of clamber up out of this trap door, and you see you're in a dark landing 10 feet wide and 20 feet long. A cold draft of wind rushes down the spiral staircase at the north end of the east wall and whistles mournfully through the room before streaming down the stairs to the south. So you're basically in this kind of 10-foot by 20-foot room that's got spiral staircases going up on the north part and down on the east part. There's an ornate square rug covering the floor to the south. Set into the west wall is an iron-bound wooden door with a wooden trapdoor set into the floor in front of it. That's what you just climbed out of. Hanging on the north wall above the trapdoor is a framed portrait of a handsome, well-dressed man with a serene yet penetrating gaze. And you actually recognize that the portrait is of Strahd, but he... apparently before he became a vampire. But even in life, apparently, he was very pale. The eyes kind of seem to watch and follow you as you look around.
Okay. So there's nothing else really here? Just that painting?
There's a painting, this rug, and a stairway going up, a stairway going down, and a door to the west.
I'm going to wait to see if my buddies find me a
Okay.
little bit. So what I'm going to do is, while I have the chance, does it look like, I mean, is it dusty? Does it look like no one's been here in a while?
It doesn't look like there's... Yeah, I would say it's dusty. I mean, it's but there's, like I said, this faint breeze too, so it's not like the air is completely still and like it's undisturbed.
All right, I'm going to wait for my friends. I'm going to pull down the painting and examine it and see if there's any.
Painting looks like it's bolted to the wall.
Interesting.
Oh, and that actually triggers something.
Okay. God damn it.
What? You said
Okay.
you were going to sit there and wait. That's what I heard.
Examine
You
it.
are just awful at sitting still.
Nope.
Terrible.
Adrin, you reach the top of this chamber, and it's basically a stone bottom, and there's a stone wall that on the wall not facing where the portcullis is raised. So it's basically, yeah. So you basically can't get up that way.
Okay.
Yes.
Then I run back down.
Okay, yeah, you reach the bottom of the elevator.
All right.
Okay, so Clytus, I guess I'm gonna flip-flop us back and forth between the maps here. Let me see. I'm gonna put you there. Let me clear the initiative order.
I love separating the party.
It's always a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Clytus, you are. Oh, where the hell are you? Never mind that bundle of people off to the side there. You are on the section. What section are you on? I'm trying to find you here. You're on map 8. I can't find you. Oh, that's because it's still obscured. I have to reveal it. So, you are. Here we go. Okay. You are in. If I could only.
Trouble?
Yeah, trouble. Okay. So you do you see yourself? You're kind of southeast of the
Yeah,
compass
I do,
rose.
I do.
So you are there.
I'll pick a square.
Yeah, you can see the painting in front of you. It was right there is where you were trying to remove it. And as you did so, this painting actually attacks you.
Had worse things happen in life.
So, I'm just going to actually add a token for that so that I can add it. So go ahead and roll initiative.
I'm going to go get a snack. Good luck.
Jesus.
Hold on. Let's split up. It'll be better that way.
Well,
No.
we didn't want to split up. You're the one with no dexterity.
It rolled fairly poorly.
Like
Oh.
now?
Not that poorly.
No, actually, I rolled worse than that. I rolled a 3 for the other one.
Okay, so despite it... Okay, so it's actually going to cast a spell on you.
Alright.
Yeah, so go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Because that's going to go well. Well, at least I get a +3 on top of whatever I roll. So 25.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you managed to shrug off its... You shrug it off, whatever spell, but you...
Whatever I was going to do.
Yes. So it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, it tried to. Do I see it doing anything? Is Does it still look like a painting?
Yeah, it looks like a painting, but the eyes of this portrait are just looking at you, and you could swear the expression on Strahd's face is now angrier.
Well, my sword is that plus against Strahd's sword,
Okay.
so I'm going to go ahead and try to destroy the painting.
Okay.
So I will attack it twice for good measure.
It's got a AC of 5. You still missed on the first one because it was a fumble or a failure.
God damn it.
So you can, if you're not going to move, you can pick it up and do your second attack, which
So
definitely
I
would.
should do my second attack.
Okay.
So it does 16 slashing damage, but it also does. What does it do? Oh, sorry, wrong. I'm trying to figure out what the hell it does.
Wow.
It does...
Too bad that wasn't an attack.
Yeah, no kidding. Damn. I wasted on that. Greatsword. There we go. What does it do? What does my greatsword do? Wrote it down somewhere. Ooh, I get +2 wisdom save also on any bonus versus Strahd's actions.
Okay. Yeah, this
Okay.
isn't specifically Strahd himself.
No, but I'm just saying I read the tome with Strahd. So
Right.
okay.
Yes.
Where in the hell? I wrote it down. Where did... Oh, here we go. Waiting for the little gear button. It says up to 2 targets within 5 feet. If target is Strahd, does an additional 4d6 damage.
Yeah, it's not Strahd himself.
Okay. All right. So I do 16 damage.
Okay. You score a great big gash against, you basically through Strahd's face on this painting.
Take that, painting.
Yeah, definitely cut through a big chunk of the canvas and probably part of the frame too. It's still hanging there on the wall, and now it looks really super pissed at you, and you see the snarl on his Strahd's face. At that point, though, the rug behind you abruptly animates and moves to attack.
God damn it. Is there any way out of here?
There's multiple exits. There's a doorway.
Death.
So I went up on the elevator, correct?
Yes. So that purple square is kind of the trap door that you climbed up through.
All right.
Hang on. So
I
there's this
mean, there-
doorway here, and this
Is there a
stairway
stairway going down.
up, and a stairway
Going down.
going
Yes.
down. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm assuming that the rug is doing is it my initiative?
No, you just went, so I need to add this thing to the initiative order. This rug that just animated. I have to find out what its friggin' initiative is. It's a rug. Actually, the rug has better dexterity than the portrait because it can move, so it gets a 17. So it actually would go next.
Okay.
And it is going to try and smother you. You're a medium or smaller creature. Oh, it rolled a natural 1. It completely failed. Got caught up in the trapdoor or something.
It dropped itself.
Yeah, apparently it dropped a thread. The portrait, it's still there, so it is going to cast another spell at you. You need to make another wisdom saving throw.
Bless. So
Ooh.
22.
Held it off. Okay, you are not hypnotized. This pattern of color weaved through the air in front of you, but you are not hypnotized. So it is now your turn.
Hold on just a second.
Technically speaking, I guess this was the wall, and the stairway went up that way.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and whack it twice.
Okay, the portrait.
Yep. For God's sake.
You're terrible.
Well, you definitely hit it once.
That was great.
No, so I rolled this. I rolled the exact same thing I rolled last time, didn't I? No, I
Pretty
didn't.
much, but that was enough for you to destroy the portrait. You only needed to hit it once more. It didn't have a lot of hit points, so with another mighty swing of your axe, the portrait falls to the floor in multiple shreds and bits of frame.
All right, and then I'll wait. There's not a lot I can do here. I try to run past it, but it's already acted. So
Okay. So the rug. Let me get this portrait out of the initiative. It's going to again try to smother you. Jesus. 12, I'm assuming, does nothing.
yep, it does not.
So you can go ahead and move, attack.
You know what? Screw you, thing. I can't roll 11s 3 times in a row, can I? All right, there. Snicker snack.
Oh, yes. All of those would hit.
27? Yeah. Why is it first one? Oh, because of the. Yeah, okay, so 22.
Okay, you start scoring through the rug, and bits of thread and tassels and other crap go flying everywhere. It is still there, or still animated in any case, so it is going to try once more in a probable futile attempt, because I can't roll for shit tonight, apparently. Oh, but there we go, natural 20! Thank you for giving me 120. That actually meant something. So you are grappled. You're basically restrained, blinded, and at risk of suffocating. Basically, it's like you were underwater. You have to hold your breath.
Until my turn.
Right. At the start of a target's turn, the target takes 2d6 plus 3 bludgeoning damage. So it's now basically your turn. So you take 6 points of damage, and you are basically being smothered by this carpet.
All right. I can still attack it though, can't I? From within.
Yeah, the rules don't get that specific. It's abstract, so sure.
All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and whack it.
Both of those actually hit. It had an AC of 12.
Oh wow. Another 28 damage.
Okay, you actually managed to basically cut your way out of the carpet and emerge, and it kind of falls to a heap on either side of you. So
okay, I just keep whacking on both the painting and the rug for a few minutes.
Good. Okay, so you are now free of immediate enemies.
Then I'll head down this. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna wait. Screw it. I will wait for my friends to see if I.
Okay, so now let's go to the let's go to the other.
An hour. Hopefully, I'll get. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, so going back to you guys then, what would you like to do?
We're gonna wait and see if he comes down.
Actually, I say it's a great idea, but I think I want to go up.
We're not on that level. We're on the larders level. Yeah, so Adrin, you come back down and let me check and see if this trap is going to reset.
Well, for me to get up and down, because I couldn't have stopped, is three rounds.
Oh yeah, let's see. Okay. No, it doesn't. It stays where it is.
Well, I tell the rest of the group that I went up about 150 feet. I'm guessing he's near the top of the structure. Anybody want to climb some stairs?
There's stairs right here. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, the
do it.
stairs do continue climbing up. So let's see. You're going up that set of stairs. Where would that lead? That is... Yeah, okay.
I think it'd be funny if it goes right up to the room that he's in.
So Jugs, I'm assuming you're following.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't really know where to go.
All right. So I'm gonna copy here, and these take you up to the 40 feet to the main floor. And then there may be some other instances of you guys up here. I got to try and... Okay, so you're in this staircase here. Kind of in the lower section of the castle, if you can find yourselves.
Yep. Don't they keep going up from there too?
Yes, and they do keep going.
Let's keep going up.
Okay, so they then go up another 50 feet to the next level. And you wind up there, right outside the accountant's office, if you recall.
Do they keep going up from here?
Yes, they do.
Then I guess we're still going.
They're still going up.
Okay. From there, they go up another 40 feet. Let me find you before I do. Okay, an area you haven't been before. So let me put you in the right spot, and let me reveal the area that you will be in. To the Rooms of Weeping. Okay, if you can find yourselves, you've been on this level before. Actually, I think it's Gertrude's chamber. Oh yeah, you were up. Never mind. Those are those are old ones. Well, yeah, those are old ones. So, what did you do with Esmeralda's body, by the way?
We tossed it in the fire.
That's right. So I'm just gonna get rid of it.
We wrapped it up in his painting
That's right.
that he had down there, and then we threw it in the fire.
So you guys are in the stairwell, the little circular stairwell, kind of again towards the bottom.
If it keeps going up, we're going up.
Actually, yeah, it does. God, it never stops. Okay. To these spires. Now, which one? So
I'm assuming it's room 8 because that's straight up. We haven't deviated.
How far up is he?
150 some feet.
170 feet, actually.
Okay, 170 feet.
My legs are tired.
Pretty much. Are we there yet, Papa Smurf? Yeah, actually that... Okay, yep. That it takes you to that level, so I'm going to put you right here.
We walk up, we're huffing and puffing. Dude, what the hell?
Where you guys been?
You didn't mind coming down?
I was waiting on you.
We can tell.
I got attacked by a painting, and
Yeah, you guys see the remnants of this shredded rug and painting on the floor, and Clytus is like
I'm hurt. Anybody got any magic?
Wah.
I stubbed my finger. It hurts, man.
You got a paper cut fighting a painting?
I got hurt.
Just because it had Strahd on it didn't mean you had to tear it to pieces.
I got hurt, man.
Sure. Can we
Anybody
go
got-
now?
Anybody got some healing? Like some cantrip healing or something?
You look fine. You get 9 heals.
There you go. I get all the heals. I'll take it. Alright, now where? Hey, I am not leading. Every time I touch at or look at anything, it freaking goes after me.
everything I touch turns to shit.
Well, where do these stairs go?
They go up.
Yeah, where did they go, Clytus?
I don't know. I was waiting on
Don't you want to go back down the way we came?
I'm going up.
All right, we're going. Fuck
We
it.
came up this far. Let's just keep going.
Okay.
All right, so let me see. This. Where do these stairs go? They go up. Got to be another map.
Oh shit.
Okay, so yeah, these stairs are circular. They go actually to... All right, I just got to zoom out here. Map 7. Okay. All right, so is everyone following Jugs, or is he going alone?
I'll follow.
Following Jugs. I'm not splitting up the party, goddammit.
Okay.
I will follow. Where are we going? He just, whoa.
You're going up the stairs. I'm moving you to where you'll be.
Oh, is it on the same map?
Yeah.
Over to the right. Okay.
And let me zoom in here. Roll 20. Sometimes you are really hard to work with. Okay. So that room needs another description. Ugh. Oh, that was worth the description. The stairs are dark and dusty. Okay, they end in a door.
Is it a jar?
No, it's just a
No,
door.
it's a door. Got him.
Fling open the door.
With wild abandon.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you fling open the door. I'm just going to reveal this whole section here. The low ceiling of this 20-foot square room, it's not square, what the hell? Presses down on you. Torn, I'm assuming metaphorically. Torn and broken couches lie in heaps, haphazardly strewn about. Deep claw marks cover the hardwood furniture, and the once lush upholstery has been sliced to shreds. From the dark shadows amidst the rubble, 3 pairs of green eyes stare back at you. There are 3 cats in this room.
I step in and say, "Hi, cats."
The cats just continue staring at you.
And I say, "Excuse me, cats," and I walk over here.
Okay. That is another door.
I'm gonna follow.
Are you going to fireball him?
No, I said follow.
No, but Dave typed fireball. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Jesus.
So,
I fling open that door with wild abandon.
okay, so that door. Just checking to see if it's locked. Doesn't look like it. Let's see. All right. Another big room. Again, I'll just reveal this whole section here. Heavy beams support the ceiling of this large room, the outer wall of which curves to follow the shape of the tower. Dim light filters into the room through the steel lattice squares of 2 leaded glass windows. Several tables stand throughout the room, weighed down by stacks of glass jars and bottles, all of them bearing labels.
None of that interests me.
I see a chest. Is that a chest?
Let's see.
I'd open that shit.
Yeah, there's... Are you going to search the room?
Sure.
Yeah, let's go in here and search the room.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
Let's do it.
You see numerous boot prints in the dust as well as a short trail in the dust on the floor, leading from the northeast corner of the room to the easternmost door. Looks like something heavy was dragged across the floor towards that doorway.
Okay.
You also, pretty much, you don't even need to check for this because of the trail through the dust. There's a secret trap door in the northeast corner. And I can reveal that. Right there.
That's not a trap like in.
No,
First,
it looks like
trap
a
door.
trap. It's some sort of a secret trap door. You cannot find a mechanism though to open it.
Trap as in like the music.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
There's no
because-
description of what may be in the chest there, so I would say it's more vials and other things. But you're seeing, I mean, as you're searching the room, I mean, basically you can see that these glass containers hold various elements. There are labeled things like eye of newt and hair of bat, snail heart, and frog's breath.
Whose room would this be?
The leaded
Think
windows look
Strahd?
like they have iron hinges and can be opened.
So, is there anything I can use for a pry bar to pry open the trapdoor?
Not really, no. Most of the stuff in here is glass. There's like something holding the beakers, but it's pretty flimsy for doing something like that with.
So I search around for a trap, a latch or something, a lever, nothing.
Reading from the text, there is no ability check that will let the characters figure out the trick to opening the door.
Okay, is it wooden? Wooden floor?
I would say seems more to be tile.
I punch it, 'cause that's what I do.
God bless it.
All right, so you're gonna basically try to punch your way through the floor.
I'm gonna see if it's wood, if it's breakable. Sure.
Okay, so
I'm uncomfortable with heights.
okay, so you start bashing your way through the floor.
I'm only gonna do one hit. I want to see what happens. What happens?
Okay, you hit the floor.
Does it crack? Does it?
No.
I mean,
You do some damage to it, but you estimate you have to pound on this thing for a number of rounds at
okay,
least
I'm good.
to get through.
Can we open the other door?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna keep punching the floor?
I'm not gonna punch it. If it would have broke through right away, I'm good, right?
Okay.
Bruce Lee punches through wood all the time, man. Hey, people.
Who's Bruce Lee?
Yep, let's open it. I think Rowan said he's going first.
Rowan's going first? Okay. Rowan, go ahead and make a perception check as you draw near the door.
Alright, now we're gonna be plugging the monstrosity. Now that the hard drive is in. I might need to like exit the call for like 2 seconds so I can walk around the screen.
Okay. You fling open the door. Oh, you're going to use inspiration? Okay. In that case, as you draw near the door, you can smell a pungent odor coming from within the room before you open it. Yes, it is stinky. Do you wish to continue opening the door? Think how long a D&D game would if we all had to do by pantomime.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Of course,
Right.
open it. Yes.
Okay.
Sure, open it.
So, Rowan, you fling open the door, and you see another room. I will read you the description here. Green glowing wisps of steam bubble up from a fat black cauldron in the center of this dark, oppressive room. Surrounding the cauldron are 7 tall wooden stools.
Huh. So it looks like someone was performing some sort of witchery
goes
up
in.
here.
Look at him. I was gonna say let's close the door.
Yeah. I don't know. It looks like Strahd's just a witch. I don't
Rowan
know.
went in. What happened? Does anything happen?
Or wait, guys, there were 3 cats. Do you think the cats are actually witches?
Ooh, maybe. Or hags?
Yeah.
Yeah. We love hags.
Yeah, there's 3 cats in the other room.
Just sitting there?
Fireball them.
Or just kill them.
Yeah, do you think the cats might be can they do that? I don't know anything about witches.
So Rowan is in the room. Does anything happen?
He steps into the room. Nothing immediately happens to him.
There we go.
Nothing
I'm cool with
immediately.
leaving under the assumption that these cats are going to turn into witches and attack us.
Rowan, as you're leaving,
Sounds super sketchy. Now that I realize there's 3 cats, I don't like this.
what the hell? How does this work? How many hit points do you have, Rowan?
Oh no.
I hate
Oh
it.
shit!
Tim
That's the
Kennedy
worst.
always asks this. How many hit points you got left? Fuck.
No.
That's always what you want to hear the DM asking you.
Okay. Nothing happens that you can tell.
What? I don't like this.
I walk back out. We can't open the trapdoor. We don't want to go in with the cauldron. There's nothing here. Let's go up.
Yeah, does anything happen when we walk through?
The cats continue looking at you.
I wave. Hello, cats.
They hiss at you, but do not move.
Okay. Does this go up
Does
further?
Go up, yeah.
Okay, so you're going to go up to the stairway and continue up the stairs.
I'm gonna be really tired when we're done.
Yeah, well, I just was hoping we could find somewhere at the top of one of these that we could rest.
You didn't want to rest in the cauldron thing? It looks like that's pretty safe.
I don't like the fact that there's 3 cats and it seems like there's like brewing and like Eye of Newton shit going on in there. It makes me think they're witches.
You think they put shit in the pot? Really?
Maybe.
I have Newton shit. Yeah.
I didn't see any litter boxes.
It smelled noxious. I heard that too.
So you're going to go back down the stairs then?
No, we're going up.
The stairs end here.
Oh. Well then, yeah, I guess we're going back down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you guys want to hang out with the cats.
No, I still think there's something
Okay.
screwy going on there.
Um,
There's a cauldron and cats.
Where else
That
could we
makes me
go?
think of witches.
well, we could go back down to where the trapdoor was and open one of those other doors.
Which trapdoor?
On map 8. No, not map 8. Is it map 8? I don't know. Where there's shattered painting and rug.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, can we rest there? Want to do that?
Sure.
I would open that door first.
Oh, there's a door there. Yeah, let's open
Yeah.
that door. I forgot that there was even a door there.
Okay, so you guys are going to move. You can move yourselves back to that level. It's off to the left. And I will go back to that map. Navigating both of these is such a pain in the ass. Okay. So that door. Okay. The door does not appear to be locked.
Okay. Fling it open.
Okay.
Reckless abandon.
Right.
Oh,
Well, good, there's
Good.
a dude there. Well, this looks pretty comfy.
Yeah, you actually.
kill him and take a nap here.
Well, yeah. As thunder shakes the tower, heavy beams groan under the weight of the ceiling. 3 ornate lanterns hang by chains from these beams, each casting a dim glow. The curved west wall is fitted with 3 windows of leaded glass in steel latticework. A bookcase sits on the east wall between 2 doors. Plush, overstuffed chairs and couches are placed about the room. The fabric has faded with age, and the patterns it depicts are nearly gone. Lounging on one couch is a handsome young man whose attire, while elegant, is worn and faded, and you actually recognize him.
Yeah.
It's Escher, and he has a huge wooden stake driven through his body. He's not actually lounging on the chair as much as spiked to it.
MC. What
Who
happened?
is he?
MC Escher.
He was the vampire spawn who was going to,
Oh, who's going to help us?
going to occupy Strahd, and
Whatever.
apparently he did.
Didn't occupy him for very long.
You
Well,
guys
we
have been
kinda
wandering
been
around for
we've
quite a
been
while
wandering
now.
around for a while. We got sidetracked pretty heavily.
Search the room.
One less
Same.
vampire we got to worry about.
It's basically a bunch of books in the bookcase.
Dave wants to search. him.
Yeah, I saw that. Let me first deal with the room. Books in the bookcases have no value and aren't much help. Some of the titles include Embalming the Lost Art, Life Among the Undead, Learning to Cope, Castle Building 101, and Goats of the Bellinok Mountains. One of whom you've already met.
One less goat.
Yep.
Oh, so I open it up. I look for that goat we did meet. Is there a listing for him?
Yes, actually. Oh, God, I can't remember the guy's name. But
I scratch it out. Well, it's got to be up to date, yeah.
no longer applicable.
Yes.
Dead.
Deceased.
Deceased. On Escher's, on the 3rd finger of his left hand, there is a platinum ring engraved with tiny roses and thorns. Looks to be worth about 150 gold.
Roughly.
Yes. And around his neck, he wears a gold and ruby pendant, maybe worth about 750 gold. Otherwise, not too much on his person.
He
Okay.
snags him.
Yep.
All right.
I'm just going to copy this. Hang on. You can then enter it as you like. So, there is a door. Other than that, there's really nothing much else in this room. But it's nice and cushy and comfy if you want a spot to rest.
We should check out that other door before we decide to stay here.
Yeah. Well, I guess there's a dead vampire spawn in there too, which I guess kind of kills the ambiance a little bit, but
We can throw him out in the hallway or something. That's fine.
okay.
So do we want to open that other door before we...
I'm gonna open the other door.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, that room opens to reveal,
Oh, nice.
like Jim Rockford.
Ooh, there's a bed. Nice.
Yes. A large bed sits
call
in the
the
center
bed.
of this room. It's 4 corner posts supporting a black canopy trimmed with gold tassels. Several comfortable divans are placed about the room. There is a banded door in the west wall and a smaller unbanded door in the east wall.
Step in.
Okay.
Go to the other side.
Nothing attacks you. Jugs and Rowan start bouncing up and down in the bed.
I open the other door.
Okay, the other door is, let's see. Okay, let me reveal this. This small wood-paneled room reeks of mildew and has a 10-foot-high ceiling. Iron hooks line the walls, and a dusty black cloak hangs from one hook in the center of the south wall.
I take out my sword
Okay.
and poke the cloak just to make sure it doesn't move.
Just poke it.
Not a cloaker. Yeah, it's
All
not a cloaker, is it?
It doesn't react to you poking it.
Okay. I pull it off with the sword and take the cloak.
Okay.
Is it nice? Does it look nice?
No, actually, it's a dusty cloak. It's.
I leave it in there, close the door, and then I go sit on this right here. And then I say, "Are we going to go to sleep now?"
Clytus.
Yeah, okay, fine.
I mean, if you guys want to rest, this is about the best place that we found so far. There's no exterior windows.
What about here?
It's all musty and gross in there, and there's no bed.
Yeah. Why would we go in there?
Alright, fine. Who's on watch?
Well, we'll rotate.
So,
Actually, Adrian,
yep.
while you were investigating that cloak, you
Yep.
said did you take the cloak or did you?
Yes, I did.
You did take it. Okay. Make a perception check.
I'm so good at perception, you're going to be shocked by this roll. Perception. Come on!
Wow.
Okay. You find in the ceiling there is a trap door.
Sweet!
When you were in that mildewy room where the cloak was.
Well, then I definitely got to check that out.
You know where it goes already.
I do?
It does
Oh,
seem
It's
to
on the
line
other
up.
side of a trap door.
Oh, that's right, I do.
Upstairs.
Can I open it?
You'd have to do some investigating to see if you could figure it
I'll
out.
investigate just for fun.
Oh my god. While he's doing that, I'm gonna move one of the couches in front of each of the doors.
Okay.
Are you gonna keep me from coming back in?
Well, I'm gonna start on the other side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So go ahead and make an insight check.
Insight. Ooh, that's good for me.
Well,
Is this really a door?
Yeah.
I can't even tell. I think I might have been mistaken.
yeah, you're not even 100% sure it's the same door that you were
Fuck
punching earlier.
This. I'm done. I gotta go. Dudes, there's a trap door there. And I asked the same question. Are we staying in this room?
I'm already resting.
I already moved one of the couches in front of that other door.
Alright.
Uh,
Then let's long rest.
I don't know if either of these doors open in towards us, but
Okay, you're gonna actually try to take a long rest in the castle.
Dave wants to roll insight.
Sure. Whoa! Within 2 seconds, Rowan finds out that the hook that the black dusty cloak was hanging on is actually a trigger. Pulling down on it opens the trap door above.
And that takes us to the room above.
Yes, and it it swings down, and that would open up into the other room where the next to the one with the cats.
Okay. Close it.
Okay.
Lock it. Put the key in my pocket.
Well,
and
there's
then
no
go
key,
out and
but-
sit on a couch, and we're going to attempt a long rest.
Okay.
And both of the doors in this room open inwards, and there's couches with people laying on them.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Right.
Because that's really going to stop anybody that can make go gaseous form. But we'll go with that.
So, how do you want to arrange resting?
Well, as an elf,
as an
I
elf, you don't
really-
have to sleep, but you do have to trance. Kind of,
Yep.
you're not just completely aware. So you would.
I would hang out in front of this door on the couch that
Okay.
Doug moved in front of it. That's where I would trance.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll take first watch. It's fine.
Okay.
Where's
So.
Titus?
So we're going Jugs, then who? Who's after Jugs?
And who?
Clytus,
Clytus?
you next.
Then me, then Rowan.
Okay. All right. So, let me see. First off, this is going to be a shitload of rolls I need to make here. Actually, you know what? Hang on.
Yeah, why don't you just roll it in roll 20 and just tell it to roll 30 times? Roll 30 d20.
Okay. Let's see.
Those 220s mean something.
Probably. And that 19 there and there.
Yeah.
2 18s, 2
3
19s,
19s.
18s, 2 20s.
So,
I
okay.
think it's too high. It's 560 total. That's way too high. Nothing actually happened.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good rolls in there. I don't see a single one.
Yep.
Or 2. Oh,
No, there's,
no,
two
there's
right at the
1,
bottom.
2, right at the bottom.
I should have whispered
there's
that
another one
fucking
in the
roll.
middle.
Actually, you know what? I am going to whisper it. What? Oh, I can't do that. Okay. I can't just roll myself without showing the results. Okay, fine. Whatever. You're definitely going to have an encounter, though. So, just a matter of who is on watch when it occurs. Okay. Jugs. On your watch, you need to make... let's see.
Oh, shit.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, hang on. I have to look this up again. Bear with me. God, the compendium is super slow. Okay. So it's distance. What is this? Okay. Oh, which spell is it? You need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yippee!
Add +3 because you're within 10 feet of me.
Yeah, I'll take my inspiration, and I got a 18.
18? Okay, yeah, not enough. Let's describe what happens when the next person wakes up. Who would be Jugs?
Nope.
No, I'm sorry, Clytus. Clytus is next in line.
Yes.
So, Clytus, you are not roused from your slumber. At the normal time, you would be taking your watch. Let's see, what would be a good internal timer check to see if you would just wake up from not after nobody wakes you up? Maybe perception? Make a perception check.
All right, because my perception is fantastic. Let's see here.
Can't be any worse than mine. I have a 0
my computer's not
modifier.
Oh, that's awesome.
This rest is going well.
Okay. Who's next? Adrin. You are not.
Actually, after that, I would just wake up normally from my trance.
Your trance is done at that point.
Yep.
Okay, so you wake up, And first thing you see is that, Jugs and Clytus are missing.
Great.
Duck.
Oops.
I feel on the bed to make sure that he's just not invisible.
Did he get his full rest at least?
So far, yeah. I mean, yeah.
All
so
I
he
need is
gets
4
the
hours.
benefits of a full rest.
Well,
but-
yeah,
Yep.
he spent the time, so he's.
So I see that Rowan is snoring logs.
Yep.
Going, fuck. So I sit on the bed next to him, rub his back, let him sleep, and I just wait. I'm gonna wait. What am I gonna do? I want my cleric to have all of his spells.
Spoon me.
He's gonna do nothing.
Okay, Rowan, if you want to make a perception check to see if you wake up in time, I mean, you would be fully rested.
I would wake him up when he's done.
Okay, yeah. All right, so you wake him up. You get the benefit of a long rest, but you do immediately notice that Clytus and Jugs are missing in action.
So I tell Rowan, dude, they abandoned us for the night. I knew they were hooking up, getting jinky with it. They left us.
We ran out on you, man.
So I
don't know
think
where they went.
this is a good spot to end for the evening. So
I wanted my long rest.
Here's my guess. I want to go up the trap door to see if they're on the other floor, because I bet you those fucking cats did something. I bet you it's the cats.
I
I
love it.
wanted my spells. I have like no spells.
You know what I think? I bet you it's instead of how long have we been doing this campaign? Paul, how long is this?
How long have we been playing? Well, this is the
Over a
40th
year.
session, but we've been going. Oh, I can't remember when the first one was.
18 months, maybe.
Yeah.
I bet you it's another year just to finish this top section.
Yeah, you said it was the halfway point, the midlife crisis at session 40. You just wait until that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually I'm kind of curious here. Hang on, let me pull up the playlist. I could look at my calendar too, I suppose, but.
Jeez.
No, I don't want to play the playlist. I want to look at it.
Oh my god.
Session 1 was October 1st, 2016. So 2 years.
2 years. Holy shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Can't believe it's been that long.
I know. It's just, yeah. I actually was thinking it was a year and a half, but yeah, we're almost.
We're over 2 years.
We're over
You said
2
that,
years.
October 6th.
So, all right. So we're going to pick up next time. Hopefully Dave's mic's working, because otherwise it's good. Yeah, I don't know how to say if you want to test it with some other applications, see, or you just get an external microphone, that'll solve the problem too. But,
All right.
yeah, otherwise I think our next game... Oh, did we want to coordinate, Paul, to schedule our
I
sessions?
think we're good. I was looking at it. With my new 3-week schedule, I'm a week off from yours.
Okay, that'll free things up a little bit and let us prep without playing that week.
Okay.
So, okay, cool. Well, we'll catch you in
Yeah.
several weeks then.
Yep.
Happy Halloween, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.